Hello everybody, my name is Josh from jpgautomation.com. Today I'm going to do a quick overview and a bit of a demo of Winscript, an AutoHotkey script launcher that I created a little while ago. First things first, if you don't have AutoHotkey installed on your computer, bring up Google and have a look for download AutoHotkey. I would suggest AutoHotkey L, which is a little variant. It'll probably be the first thing that comes up in the search, and just download the installer. I already have it installed, obviously. It's very simple, just follow the prompts, nothing too special there. Once AutoHotkey is installed, you'll need to get the Winscript source. So to do that, just head to my website, jpgautomation.com, / Winscript source, all in lowercase. That will redirect you to my Bitbucket account, which will give you the latest code base for the Winscript program. Just make sure that it's got the green padlock at the top to make sure it's redirected you to the correct place. Alternatively, if you want to make sure, you can just go to my website, go to the blog and search for Winscript source, and that'll bring up the revamp post. Hopefully that's how you found this video anyway. So now that you've copied the source, let's create a folder. I'll just do it on C drive, but wherever you install your programs. If you've got AutoHotkey installed, right-click New AutoHotkey Script, call it Winscript, and just edit it in any editor that you have, and paste the code, and save it. That's done. Once it's all saved, just double-click it to run it. First time you run it, it's going to ask you if you want to create and populate the add-ons folder. Basically what that's going to do is create a folder and split up this Winscript file, which you saw here, into all its different pieces, so that you can easily, edit and change things to the way that you would like them. So as you can see, there's a whole lot of files here that are just the individual pieces of the Winscript. So now you've got it on your computer, you've double-clicked it to run it. So to actually get it started, you hit Shift and Caps Lock at the same time, and that'll bring up this little menu. By default, there's 6 script shortcuts. Unpack, you've already seen what that does. That takes the main Winscript file and splits it into these smaller pieces. So I'll just go through the other five shortcuts for you, probably starting off with New. So to run a shortcut, you type the shortcut name. Whatever is at the top is the shortcut that you're going to select. So you don't have to type in New, you can just do N and it goes to the top, and press Enter. So it's going to ask you to enter the name of the script. Like New was the name of the new script. I'm just going to make one called Test. It's going to be a simple script. Just press Enter, and that's going to create a new file in that add-ons folder that you've seen, with the default, with just a template here. So what I want to do is create a function called Test. So you've got a couple of different options. The shortcut will automatically attempt to call the class test if it exists. Then it'll try and call the function test. Then it'll try and call the label test. And then it will just give up. And if you can have hotkeys assigned if you would prefer that. So I am going to go ahead and remove the class. It's not necessary. And uncomment the function. So now we have an actual working script, let me show you the next thing. So I'll save that, open up the menu again, and I'm going to go to Add. So I've created a script called test. It doesn't do anything yet, but I'm going to add it into the main file. So I'm just going to type in test. It's going to ask you if you want to add it to the shortcut list, which is what comes up when you hit caps lock and shift. So yes, I do. And it has recompiled itself, and now, as you can see, it has test. So let's go ahead and run it. At the moment, it comes up and says called the function. So as you can see, controller, show message, called the function. So let's go ahead and change that to something meaningful. So this function will just open up a little AutoHotkey file for me to do little tests that I want to. Often I'll be playing around with some code and not know the correct syntax for if not exist, for example. So I'll pop into a test file and just give it a go. So we'll say if the file test does not exist, then make it, and then run it. So I'm going to save that, open up Winscript again, and this time we want to select update, another script shortcut. So basically what update does is you select an already existing code segment within the main file and update it. So we've been making changes to test, so we'll go ahead and update test. Do you wish to update? Yes, we do. And then we can run it. And it has opened up test.ahk. So, do we need a comma after message box? No, we don't. See, we learned something new. And in Winscript, you see now there is a test.ahk. So if I'm sort of not doing any programming, I'm surfing the web and I want to, I need to test something, just run it. And what else do we have? Last but not least, remove. So remove does what you would expect. Removes a piece of code from the main body. So let's go ahead and remove test. So now test is gone. We can't run test anymore, but we could just add it again. And it has recompiled itself back. So everything in this script is editable, so you can call up the edit shortcut, and these hidden, they don't appear in the main part of the script launcher because they're the internals of the program. So just say you wanted to change the hotkeys, so rather than caps lock and shift, you wanted to change it to something else. Load up default hotkeys, and you can just make the changes here. So I don't know, maybe you wanted P. You could save that and update the default keys, and now P opens it up. That would be ridiculous, but you can do what you wish. And that's a quick overview of Winscript. So keep an eye out on the website, because I'm going to update it with more cool little programs that you can add to this script launcher. Thanks for watching. Goodbye now.